Hey everyone, I was thinking that I really wanted to do a spring refresh on some of the things that I've been using on a pretty regular basis. I was feeling a little bit bored looking at the same things, and I'm almost 2 months into a no-buy and I feel like staying strong with that. So my challenge to myself was pretty much to go through the things that I have and see what I can change up to make things feel a little bit fresh. And I have these two pouches that I've shown in recent videos, and they're pretty much empty now because I decided to combine both of these pouches into one. And the one that I am using is actually this Superior Labor leather utility case. So I actually got this case about 2 years ago, but I never actually showed it on my channel because I didn't use it for anything stationery related. And I probably have just been watching too much Caitlin Gray videos, but I thought, why don't I actually use this for my stationery and it'll just be something new and exciting. But when I originally bought this, I actually had in mind that I wanted to use it on my bedside stand. This is what I have been using it for, but I keep things like my lip balm, hand lotion, my sleeping mask, and basically it stays open on my bedside stand just like this with all the stuff in it. And whenever I go on a trip or camping, most especially because my family and I have a camper and we love taking that thing out, I will put all of my charging cables in here and things like that. So this thing will get pretty stuffed. And what's really great is I can close it up, zip it up, and throw it in my travel bag. So when I decided to use this for stationery stuff recently, I decided I have so many other little bags, especially like Lindock bags just like this, that I can use to keep all my bedside stuff in. So that was no big deal. And I put this together. So the things that were in both of these are now in here. And it was actually a little bit of a struggle to get everything in here because although there's this like sort of gusseted zippered area on the left side, I feel like it can expand so much more because when this is really tight and stuffed, you can still place things on like within here, like a whole roll of tape, and this will still zip up really, really nicely and not look crazy overstuffed. So I wish that this pouch on the left side was actually bigger and had more material and more room in there because I don't like when things are just floating around in here. Because when I unzip it, they're gonna come out and I just don't prefer that. So I have all my writing utensils on this side. It's pretty much the same thing I've shown in other videos. It was all the writing utensils I kept in here, in this space, and then all of the bigger, chunkier tool type things I kept in this pouch. So all of my writing utensils are here, and then I just stuck my scissors behind here, and I have this ruler. I never use a ruler, but I always keep one on me because you never know, I guess. My tape runner, and then all of this is familiar. The last time I went through my Euroliku pouch, it's all the same stuff, and then all my Deco Rush tapes. So I added this. This is Post-it cover-up tape. This is like a 5mm strip. And really, I just use this when I need to censor things in my planners and journals for making YouTube videos. So I just like having that handy. And then I've added my little mini stapler back here. So the only thing was I didn't really have room for this. So I found this little card. It's so grungy, but I just wrapped some of this regular Scotch tape around here so I can have it on hand. I like to use that for tip-ins. This card I had from the King Jim sticker holders. I'll put a picture up here. And I really hated those in the end, the little pockets and things inside. They would rip at the seams, but all of these little accessories that came with it, I kept this stuff. And I found that really useful, but I mean, you don't need to buy the whole King Jim thing just to get a little card like that. So anyway, this is everything all together. I thought maybe I had this a little too stuffed, and I've been using this the past several days, and it's actually been really convenient. I haven't felt like this was too tight or too overpacked to reach everything that I need. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. I like to keep my pens on the outside like this because my scissors on the inside just take up too much space for all my pens to be in there as well. It was a little too tight. But yeah, I've been really, really enjoying how this turned out. And mine is not as patinaed as it could be. This is just the nude color. And that's because I've always had it open in my bedroom. And so it hasn't had very much light exposure. So I'm excited to see how this will finally turn. And gosh, this is not something I would buy now, like at all. I went and checked my receipt for this. I got it at Baumkuchen and it was like $200, like before shipping. And I can't believe it. I can't believe how much I used to spend. Like my mindset is just so different these days. But now that I have these things, then I can choose to enjoy them, you know, to the fullest and appreciate that I have something very luxurious like this in my collection. And I think that's part of the reason I wanted to actually use this like as an everyday thing that I can touch and open and carry around. So that is the little pouch update. And then the other thing I did, I've shown this before. It's just a standard traveler's notebook. It's got one string. I threw it together, I don't know, one evening on a whim. This is Maverick leather, but normally I like really dynamic and bold lightning strikes in the texture. And I really wanted this to be pliable. So I picked this type of texture because I knew it would mold really, really well. And I didn't want a closure. I wanted it to be nice and clean, no extra holes in it or elastics. And normally I kept this was like a collage journal that I've been working on. I'm not done with this yet, but I'm just not working on it on a regular basis. So I just set this aside and I wanted to use this traveler's notebook. And since I'm currently journaling in this standard size book, I decided to put this in here on the string. And so far so good. I actually took this out of the house with me yesterday when we had to go like to my kids' gymnastics. And I did a little bit of journaling while I was waiting in there. And it was just so lovely to have like leather again. I haven't been using much leather lately. You know, I don't have a leather cover for my Hobonichi Weeks. That's my planner. And I guess I've just been missing leather. So I really wanted to pull out everything that I had and have been really enjoying this since I did it a few days ago. And then I have the Travelers Company zipper pouch in the olive here. I did add this patch. I've wanted this patch and the blue version of it for so long and I couldn't find it in stock. And I ordered directly from Superior Labor finally. This was last year in 2022. And it was the most expensive purchase for patches, for 2 patches, and with the insane shipping. And then when I got it, I was really disappointed because it's so tiny and kind of flimsy. I guess I was just expecting this really chunky, hefty big type of patch for the price that I paid. And yeah, I was really disappointed, but nevertheless, I have them, so I'm using them to the best of my ability. So I put this in here. I love how the color coordinates with this, you know, earthy olive tone. And yeah, I love being able to hold this more often because it was kind of sitting untouched there for a little while, and it was nice to bring this out of the house. I love having this clip up here. It's purely decorative. It's just a little crown for my Traveler's Notebook system. And then the last thing that I did was I brought my little passport back, and this was kind of spurred on because I was thinking of doing like a commonplace book. So basically on my phone, I have a bunch of websites pulled up, and it's like stuff I don't want to forget. And it's like informational type things. And I had like 3 different windows open, and I thought, you know, I really need to put this information somewhere so I can exit out of all these screens, and I need to keep the information somewhere so I can look up this website whenever I actually need it instead of having it up at all times. So I decided to throw this together. This is what I was using last year for like memory keeping type journaling. But anyway, I still have the same plastic zip pouch in here. I mean, most of this stuff looks the same. I did add back my sticker book, and I'm gonna see if I will incorporate any of these stickers. So I think I'm gonna add these dot stickers and these icon stickers that were from the Travelers Company sticker pack for 2022. I think I'm gonna put them in here because I've also been watching a little too much Megan Rhiannon, and I like her dot system for her commonplace book. And mine is not gonna look exactly like hers, but I definitely took inspiration from that. I have the folder plus the pencil board that I also bought last year. And then I quit using passport size, so that's lovely. But then I have this Apica notebook. This is just a lined passport size that I got from JetPens. And I just put this in here because I think this is where I'll scratch down information, like really messy. It's just a reminder to add this to the official commonplace book, which will be this. This is the leather folder I made with the fabric interior, which is the same curtain that I love to use. I'm gonna be sad when that curtain runs out. Some blotting paper, and that's it. So this is just another random passport size notebook that I got from JetPens. When I was really into journaling in this size, I also had, that's when I bought all of these different branded notebooks that were in the passport size because I just wanted a lot of options. So these are things that I'm trying to use up as well. I prefer gridded notebooks. So this is what I'm going to start using to write down informational stuff. So this will be a reference book, a commonplace book. It won't have any journaling in it. It will be strictly reference. And I don't know how these icon stickers will come into play, but I definitely would like to color coordinate to use up these stickers because I bought this whole sticker pack just for those foiled stickers, and now I have all this extra stuff that will need to be used. So I thought this would be a great way to use this up, use some notebooks, get back in passport size, which I adore, and to be useful, to contain useful information for me. So I'm glad to have this little setup in my life again. Obviously, I haven't actually written anything yet, and I think I'll show that in other videos or probably in a paper story video of me working in here. But yeah, so those are all of the updates that I have for for spring. And it's nice to just be able to use things that I already have that have been sitting around unused. And it's really awesome because I haven't felt like I wanted to buy anything. And it helps when I look back at how much I paid for things. And it's just nice being creative with the things that I have and using them in new and different ways. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.